Hello, everyone. Just want to check everyone can hear me okay. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. Um, it's really fucking inspiring to see and to understand how the mycelium that is this entire earth works through us. And it's really fucking inspiring to understand and to feel that we are not alone and that there are different people holding different puzzle pieces of the whole. And if there is one thing coming on this call, listening to everyone, that's showing me is that there is that beauty in that. And through that, through us each holding different pieces of that whole puzzle, that this is possible. And I'd love to share a little bit about what the puzzle piece or what I feel that myself and a number of people are holding. But first, I'd love to just share a poem with you all. This is a poem called "And the Earth Shall Bear Again." This earth is all we have. This earth is all we have left to breathe with. This earth rising and falling through us. Each breath bringing an awe and an ache, an impossible fragileness to this soft human body that knows without breath it would remain a riverbed without thunder, a sky without storm. So the breath of this one world breathes, and all the great oceans breathe with it. And so our bodies become alive between the strike of lightning rooting down and the sap of this earth rising up through them to meet it. This earth is all we have, and we are no longer above the voltage necessary to leave the whole of it lifeless. The gun is held to our heads, and the hands of the holder are tied. And they are our hands. They are our hands, and still the earth in our hands is all we have to heal us. Yes, the green moss and the dew and the small soft soil we have left are both the terror and the cure. Each night I feel of both hope entering me and my fear going off again, traversing the far horizon, listening always for the tremor in my gut that is the sure signal of this world imploding. And why am I still so afraid of the nature inside and outside of myself, of these hands that can both break and be broken? How the animal in my mouth could tear the marrow clean out of you and also set its moist tongue down to heal the wound. That I am the earth and I am fucking terrified of losing it. That I am the night sky and I am terrified of the gathering darkness. And yet all I know is that in this night we are not alone. I repeat the words as prayer. In this night we are not alone, and that hope is the wildfire catching flame inside of us. I repeat, we are not alone, and that our hands are bound to the same burning mast is the only song I sing to the mountains that the mountains actually answer. All I want to live, all I want is to live what time I have left with the miracle of this earth singing inside of me. This is my prayer, that we are here to live through this. This is my prayer, that only through facing together the possibility of the world we love dying, can we remember that we are the earth, and allow it through us to finally breathe. And just like to thank Sol and thank Jonathan for just, inviting me on to this call, with, to be part of this mycelium, right? To be part of this web which is moving and dancing and living through so many of us now. And that is, for me, hope. That for me is the living ecstatic aliveness of our own bodies, and seeing those people who are holding and carrying each small flame of this whole. That really fucking inspires me. So thank you for that, for that gathering. I'm just going to share for a couple of minutes in terms of the piece that I and a number of others are holding. And that is, for us, it feels very simple. It feels for us that if there is one word at the root and the core and the crux, or if there are many words, but if there's one word that maybe is the core of our current cycle of civilization and the last fucking 2,000 years of a culture that has cut us off from the earth, that word is church. And very simply, what we know is the core that has come through myself and a number of other crazy, weird human beings, is to create and to reveal a church that is for the earth, and a church which is for emergency, and a church which is for emergence. And what we've been doing over the last number of years is listening to this call and understanding how the fuck that would work, how the fuck, like, what church could actually become like a community epicenter for revolution, of the earth wellspringing up inside thousands of us. And so this is what we've been listening to. And on Earth Day, we are beginning that exploration together. We are beginning on Earth Day with a call to understand how the earth wants to stand up inside us, how the earth wants to wellspring up through us ecstatically. And what we're creating on Earth Day is an exploration on how activism can be sourced in that remembrance of ourselves as the earth. And that's what fundamentally this mad call, it seems to be, of like completely turning church on its head and rerouting it in the mycelial nature of the earth, can actually be. And so this is what we fucking vulnerably and humbly are trying to do. On Earth Day, we're holding a number of spaces, probably around 25 now, or 30 spaces around the world, where people can come, people can crack open to the shared experience of where we are right now on this world, and through that crack can allow that life of the earth to rise up to our hearts and then begin to live us from that place again, and begin to feel that, how that guides us, and the power that is inherent within our bodies, which we have forgotten. And yes, this is just to share a little bit about what we're doing, and that this piece, it seems, of the wider mycelial web that we feel that we're holding. And thank you so much, Sol and Jonathan, for inviting us on today. Me, I say us, like I guess I'm at this moment that mouthpiece. I've been actually involved. I was involved in XR like a little while ago, and was feeling this energetic at the time of the October Rebellion of like what if, right? That question of what if the earth was to stand? What if that earth that is us were to stand? And what if that culture as Alex is speaking about, and for me it is that, it's that culture. Like, how do we slow down to remember that we are the earth and then become alive as the earth? And for me, that's what it is that we're wanting to create. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for this moment of time to just share with you guys what we've been up to and what we're doing. If anyone would like to connect with me at all, if anyone's resonating what we're up to, you're more welcome to connect. And yeah, we can share anything more about what we're up to, and also about, like, just to share like my or our like really, church, do we have to bring this into the equation in relation to this? And yet it also feels like that's the call that has come, and there is inherent power in using something which has been taken actually away from what the inherent magic of what a church is, which is the etymology to swell. And how do we then rewrite the underlying mythology then of how we live in our own culture to then be in connection with the earth? Awesome. Thank you. Love you guys.